Speed, surprise, mobility, offensive power, even the ability to tactically retreat. These are the tenets of the cavalry, the second oldest of the combat arms, and some contend the most glamorous among the soldiers of any army. Cavalrymen fighting from horseback, and today with tanks, were and are considered the warrior elite. A tank is a tracked, armored fighting vehicle designed for frontline combat which combines operational mobility and tactical offensive and defensive capabilities. Firepower is normally provided by a large caliber main gun in a rotating turret and secondary machine guns, while heavy armor and all-terrain mobility provide protection. The strategic use of tanks was slow to develop during and immediately after World War I, partly due to technical limitations but also due to the prestige role traditionally accorded to horse-mounted cavalry. Still, the Armored Corps was born at the Battle of the Somme, where the first tanks were pitched, primarily to overcome the tactical, operational and strategic stalemate impinged by the static nature of machine gun-oriented trench warfare. But it was in World War II where developments in both design and tactics produced important concepts of armored warfare which persist to this day. The Soviet Union introduced the T-34, one of the best tanks in service throughout the war and a forerunner to the main battle tank, which today is the backbone of all modern armies. Germany introduced Blitzkrieg, a strategy which made use of massed concentrations of tanks supported by artillery and air power to break through the enemy front and accomplish objectives. The tank effectively changed the future of warfare. It has come to symbolize the terror of the oppressor. The glee of liberation and the grace of defeat. Pakistan's armored battle record has been mixed.
पाकिस्तान के 10 करोड़ अवाम जिनके दिल की धड़कन में ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मुहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह की सदा गूंज रही है, उस वक्त तक चैन से नहीं बैठेंगे जब तक दुश्मन की तोपें हमेशा के लिए खामोश न हो जाएं। हिंदुस्तानी हुक्मरान शायद अभी नहीं जानते कि उन्होंने किस कौम को ललकारा है।
In the 1965 war, the army fielded several regiments in many pitched battles. But two battles which served as a yardstick of the Armored Corps' abilities and inabilities are Chavinda and Khemkaran. Chavinda, which has a record of being the second biggest tank battle in history, in which outnumbered Pakistani tanks, mostly M47 and M48 patterns, repulsed attacking Indian forces in the Sialkot sector. Not expecting an attack, just one single Pakistani armoured regiment, the 25 Cavalry, managed to hold off the entire Indian 1st Armoured Division. In fact, Pakistan managed to regroup when its 6th Armoured Division counterattacked and drove the Indians back. but attack battle as important, where Pakistan was on the offensive, did not end with total victory. This was the Battle of Khemkaran, or as the Indians remember it, Asal Uttar. The Pakistan army had successfully managed to conquer the Indian town of Khemkaran, but further attacks were checked. A redeployment of its 1st Armoured Division to Sialkot resulted in losses. The same patterns which had outperformed the Indians in Chavinda were stopped short at Khemkaran. In effect, both the Indian and Pakistani armies did not show any great facility in the use of armoured formations in offensive operations in the 65 war. Whether it was the Pakistani 1st Armoured Division being stopped short at Khemkaran or the Indian 1st Armoured Division throttled at Chavinda, both sides proved to be better performers with smaller forces in a defensive role. Compared to the large, bulky formations the Pakistanis used in Khemkaran, the quick, rapid tank deployments in Chavinda were much more effective.